Leos. Shout out to the Leos. What's going on with y'all? What we're about to have here is a tarot reading for the Leo astrological sign. And is the sun shining where you are, Leo? Trying to make light out of the situation. Ha 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 ha. But yo, for real though, you know, it's kind of chilly up here. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's kind of chilly up here, but it could be worse. I just looked at a memory from 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. Empress energy, but we're not taking that. From 2 years ago, that showed me bundled up. It had to be like about 15 degrees outside. It had to be, because that's how bundled up I was. I took a few photos and shit. You know, I cracked a joke about how women be going out. Women will complain about being in the house cold in the summertime with pajamas on, 2 comforters on, and the heat on. But when January come around, they'll go outside with wet hair, ankle socks, and capris. Like, what the fuck? So that was my joke then. So I feel like why not be a little humorous now too. Besides, it's a Leo reading. That's what Leo is about. The sense of humor. Laughing, having fun. Right? Being happy, being optimistic. Being confident that things are going to be okay. Flat out. So we're going to get into a general reading for the Leos, and we're going to first search for who you are right now, Leo. Who are you right now? And some of y'all Leos are like, I know exactly who I am. The fuck you even got to ask that question for? I'm cutting the deck. We asking it anyway. Only thing constant is change. This is who you are right now, Leo. The Hanged Man. Pisces energy. Ooh. So, discontentment in, are you feeling apathetic about things, like you just don't care? Has conditions gotten that severe that you have lost your love for just the love of life? I'm not saying that this is you. I'm saying that things may appear that way. So it might be something worldly at hand here that has this energy hovering over the land, so to speak, hovering over the earth. I think what's being seen here is, I see what's being seen here. What's being seen here is, no one is like you, Leo. And ain't that some Leo shit to say? I'm serious though. Because there seems to be some loops and patterns that people cannot seem to break out of. And you may be able to see this because you're the light. Right? So the hangman, nonetheless, does have a sun behind their head. Right? So, because it's in reverse, you're not comfortable in that position. It doesn't make you smile to see people experiencing loops that actually, and I'm not even going to say that hurt them. They might be NPCs and don't even realize, you know, or should I say, they're only placed there to play a role in being subversive to other people who are conscious as you are, Leo. And you're just standing there in this reverse position with your head lit up, seeing all of this, and how, nah, you're not discontent about this. You're not discontent about this. You're just baffled by how uninterested the masses are about being caught up in those cycles. I think you, for one, have figured out or always have believed that you were above these loops, that you were not going to play along to get along, you were going to be more of a leader. However, from your view, you see how the masses have been deceived, which has caused them to partake in impulsive behavior. And that impulsive behavior is causing them to live in those cycles. They're completely detached from the possibility of freedom. What does freedom look like? To you, it looks like being an individual. So the herd mentality is at play here. And I think that's why this is you standing before this, but you're standing, you're not hanging at all. You're not hanging out. You're not doing what is expected, the trendy thing. You're just like standing still, looking at everyone and everything with your hands on your hips like, can you believe this shit? Look at this shit. Look at this shit. You're not deceived. You're not deceived. It must be for a reason, so let's dig deeper. I want to know how this is affecting you or what's affecting you in general. Oh man, these cards are jumping out. I'm taking them. Got the Queen of Cups in upright. We also got the Seven of Swords upright. This is what's affecting you. We're going to begin with the Seven of Swords. This has you making a run for it. You're like, this shit is crazy. That whole Pisces, chaotic, Neptune ruled shit going on over there with the masses. That shit is crazy. What's crazier about it is those with a third eye can see. Those who have eroded pineal glands can't. And you are aware, look how much sun is behind that Seven of Swords. You are aware, because it's lit the fuck up, that moon is going to be activated amongst that water pulling Neptune to the point where people are going to be so chaotic because of their emotions. The water bearer signal is their Aquarius. They're going to be like a communicative herd moving on and about outside. Consequently, you are tapping into your emotions and you're saying, look, I could get emotional about this too. The moon is there for you. The I can chakra is there for you as well. So you're like, I can get in tune with my emotions too and make a fucking run for it. Because I'll be damned. And when I say make a run for it, I don't mean on some cowardly shit. I mean taking your mental clarity and taking action and getting the fuck up out of Dodge. And I always, well, I don't always, but I'm looking at this Seven of Swords card now, like, you're looking back at those two swords, like, y'all motherfuckers go make the decision now. I took action. So you're looking back at those two of swords that represent a decision that needs to be made. You made the decision. It's their turn. It's up to them to make the decision. Because they have been exposed to lies, deceit, trickery, cheating, theft, underhanded motherfuckers, dishonest people, enemies being frenemies, masquerading like they're this but they're that. All of that chaotic shit is going on, and you like, I don't fucking believe it. The spying that's going on right now is at an alarming rate. at an alarming rate, and it's taking place on the internet. Aquarius energy. So people are actually, think about it like Facebook. As soon as you see a Facebook person, you request them as a friend. What ends up happening is they're investigating you the whole time. They're spying on you. And what they're doing is they're developing a strategy on you for whatever reason. But more than likely it's an emotional reason, an emotional cause. Raw emotions. And you see how that's a recipe for disaster. Aquarius is opposing the Leo sign. So although it may be cool to go viral on the internet and obtain that Leo status on the internet, you had that status before the internet. You know what that's all about by walking the land, by being in the field, by actually setting up the events and being there in person. The shows that get shown on the internet, you're there in the crowd with the Frank Lucas fur on. You understand what I'm saying? So you like, yo, I'm the creator of this shit. I made clout. Y'all wildin'. And you see it. You see it. So you're back and forth from that, all of that interconnection. Oh, we all connected and we all peoples. And you like, yo, don't tag me in that. Don't hashtag my shit in that. But the only way to do that, you feel, is to just take action. You may just shut off your Facebook for weeks, maybe completely. You may do the same with all of your social networks. Because you know how to survive in the field without all of the electronics and the technology. That's pretty much a huge factor in causing this madness. Let's see what you value at this time, Leo. Oh, hold on, wait. I ain't even explained the Queen of Cups. Being in this upright, more water energy. So like I said, you see how you tapped into the feminine energy with the moon being there, and you connected that with the I can energy to make moves, right, Leo? That enabled you to be in the Queen of Cups energy, which is a feminine energy. And it allows you to tap into the position of nurturing yourself. I would say others, but I don't feel it and I don't see it. Your moms may even be playing a huge role in your decision to be more in tune with yourself and giving to yourself, because you're usually a generous sign. And if your mom isn't alive, pardon me, but you may be reflecting on the times that she took care of you and nurtured you in your childhood. And you're looking at that like, you know what? I need that for myself right now, because that Aquarius energy is so thick and it's effective, it's working. And I'm not saying that people made the internet for this reason, but when you see how people use the tools afforded to them, it could make you decide to sit on the throne alone and looking downward. The Queen of Cups is looking downward, like they're not so thrilled about what's going on. You know what I mean? That throne of emotions can be something that is felt out of empathy, but also like a lost cause. Because we got Neptune with the Hangman in reverse, and then Neptune pops back up. So this is the reality of the deception that Neptune is placing over the land. That you got to be more surface about it with Cancer here. And you got to keep it pushing in a way that's secure. But the only way to truly be secure with the chaos is to secure yourself. Ain't no problem for you to be about self now, is it? But it's not the happiest thing, as you can see. Queen of Cups just doesn't look happy to me. I'm just keeping it a bean, yo. You know? But it's like a realization. It's a sobering truth that's happening with one's own emotions It's like, save yourself. Yeah. All right, so now let's see what what you value. That's what's affecting you. What's your value system right now, Leo? Leos. What's the value system of it? Ace of Swords in reverse. We're back to the mental energy. It's like a connected story, I kid you not. I could see it clearly. Because there's two sides to the coin. We got this Gemini card here, which presents two sides of the coin. It's also an Aquarius sign, which means, which symbolizes it implies that people should use their higher sense of knowledge, their higher selves, to navigate through the intellectual possibilities. But because this is in reverse for you, Leo, you know ain't no saving these motherfuckers. You know that the best way that you can actually do something for anyone is to lead by example. That's what you've been doing. You've been doing that all along. But this whole new age, this whole new thing, and this is the new norm and all of that shit, has put you in a more primitive mind state and behavior. Because something about this is just rubbing you the wrong way. You don't see the ability to partner up with people. See Libra there? You don't see the ability to partner up with people because they lack the intellectual ability. You want them to match yours. And you don't see how that's possible with the chaos. And you know this. Consequently, this makes you think that you're a failure. It makes you think that you're failing people. That's the better way to put it. This may even come in the form of some relationships that you already hold, and you feel like you're not presenting yourself the best that you possibly could because you're just not with the bullshit. And some of them partnerships that you're in are with the bullshit. They're with the fuckery. They're with it. They're like, yo, this is the new thing. Everybody's doing it. We got to go viral, bro. And you like, yo, at the expense of your integrity? Where they do that at? You know, and this applies to your moral code. You know what I'm saying? Which could be controlling at times, and it could be like, yo, if you don't rock with this, then I don't rock with you. And hey, that's what the fuck it is. But it's causing you to place more value on being hostile and anti against the fuckery. Yeah. So you're purposely, intentionally, I see, having a lack of ideas, being less inspired to do as you usually do, because you look at it as like they're making a mockery out of your sign. Anybody could be an internet star? Wait a minute. So y'all anybody could be a celebrity now because of the internet. You don't know if they're buying bots, if they're buying the views, if they're buying the friends, if they're staging, feeding the homeless, and you like, yo, this shit ain't authentic. And if anything, you gotta be authentic. So you are valuing being hostile at this moment. You are valuing refraining from producing your great ideas for people to benefit from. Once you initiate it and they follow your trend, you like, nah, let them follow the trend that they're doing right now. Let them follow that hashtag. Let them pay for the what do they call those? Streaming farms. Let them do that. Because you can open up shop in a Subway. Man, these cards want to come out. You can open up shop in a Subway. I'm taking this card. This is what's bothering you right now. Got the Two of Wands in reverse, Leo. What I'm automatically picking up is you have a sense of fear that if you don't make this change with the new norm, that this can fuck up your way of doing things. And this is not even instinctual. This is something that you gotta download for. So you're at a crossroads because of this. Because it's not like you're not great at what you do and who you are, and that you can't perform on the internet or in the public, in the publications, in the media, the same as everyone else is, but doing it your own way. So you're kind of stuck with this decision to make because you just feel like real niggas can't win. No, but yo, I just had to say that, B. Like I just had to say that. But you see it. So like I was talking about, right? So the Two of Wands in reverse represents failed negotiations. In the prior card, we're talking about Libra being there, which is a sign of negotiations. And you felt like you wasn't upholding to the best of your ability to be agreeable in those negotiations. But you're a Leo. You're gonna roar. You can't hold it in. You just can't. You just can't. So it's like, yo, you want to be a team player, but that's not looking like a team to you, which closes a lot of doors for you. I feel like blackballing. That's what's going on with you. Blackballing. They're like, yo, so-and-so is not playing the game. And you're like, yo, I am the game. Leo rules over gaming, Dick. Like, what are we talking about right now? What are you saying? And they're still like, yo, well, look at my views. What are you saying? Look how many views I got. So what if I bought them? Or so what if someone or something, some entity invested in me in order to get them? And that's how they got the $1 million, $2 million, $10 million deal. Play the game. And you fear that your lack of activity in this game is going to prevent you from some entrepreneurial pursuit that you normally would conquer in, even that you're normally just used to. Things have changed. Things have changed. And you're indecisive about making that change. It may take some entrepreneur. You might have to create something from the beginning, from the ground up, in order to do that, because that's Aries energy. And that's what's bothering you. Knowing that you may have to take that route and go it alone. This is what your short-term result is going to be. Temperament. Again, people say this is a Sag card. For me, this is a Taurus card. Because you got to utilize some type of patience. You're going to bring some balance to the bigger picture. See Jupiter there? You're going to bring some balance to the bigger picture. But, see, this is what I'm saying. I don't believe Jupiter should even be there. Venus should be there. Taurus, Venus, balance. Venus is balance. Jupiter is not balance. Peace, patience. What they say in the Bible. Love is patient, not puffed up and proud. Temperance is about balance, peace, and patience. It's Taurian. So you just gonna be taking this cup and filling that cup with your own emotions while that dance is going on. That dance of confusion and chaos is going on over there. This is what you're going to be doing. And you're going to be telling yourself that you can do it regardless. That you're going to have harmonious relationships. Look, being in the temperance energy is what's going to attract alikes to you. I told you, you may have to do some startup by yourself on some airy shit, but you got to stand strong in your conviction in order to be so people can believe you. And then you're going to attract them like, yo, I thought I was the only one who's seen that shit going on over there. I ain't fucking with that. But I see it in you. You got that shit going on. The sun burning bright in the back there on that mountaintop. And you got the angel wings on. You're just... this reminds me of like a Dragon Ball Z character just channeling the chi. 14, 1 and 4 is 5. You're channeling the active power by actually being at peace. It's just building up. It's just building up momentum. And the more that you take care of yourself, right, nurture yourself with those 2 cups of emotions, the more you're going to glow. And that's what's going to enhance the law of attraction, which again is Venus. You're going to attract some soulmates that are going to see things from the perspective that you... I'm not saying that they're going to be all like you, and that's probably not what you want anyway. But they're going to be able to see things in proper perspective while having their own perception. Let's look at the long term, Leos. Long term for Leos. This is how it came out. The 8 of Wands in reverse, correct? Correct. So in the long term, this took a wild turn. I'm trying to identify how to actually say this. Okay, this is what I see. In the long term, you're going to have to come to terms with a strong pause. This patience attached to the temperance card and the contemplating that you've been doing while alone because you see you're a standout and you don't fit into the fucking what you consider to be the fucking is going to have you be distant for a while. You're going to be distant for a while. But this is going to empower you. You're going to have to lose the momentum, but it's a trail of that. You've already been indecisive. You've been holding back on your ideas. You've been having a lack of ideas because it just doesn't pair up with everything else that's going on. People are not matching you intellectually, so you don't care to share your passion for being creative. So you're going to be distant. You may even take some traveling, go on some travels in order to, I don't even want to say experience something else, but kind of like to cope with what's ahead. And what's ahead is authenticity is going to be such an outlier that you've got to be prepared to deal with the bad timing that's at hand. So authenticity is going to have to find a way to thrive in the economy, in the world, in whatever region you're in a way that may not be as showy as you are used to being. And that can't be comfortable, but it can be one of those things that's where it's like less is more. And you'd have to adapt to that and find abundance in that. It's not the simplest thing to do. This did take a wild turn, but I'm just telling you what I'm channeling, and I'm telling you what I see. I'm telling you how the cards fall. And it's kind of like a retreat of the feet. See, I see Mercury here, and that's telling me like it got something to do with commerce, but it's also some trickery involved. It's like you're being a messenger by making the move that you're making. The action that you're taking is actually sending a message without you saying anything. They know that you're no longer participating. And they know you got the power to build something on your own. This feels like being ahead of your time. So it's like, you know what they say, they don't love you in the land that you're from type shit. So you may even really go on a long distance travel and stay there. You might move there. You get on some monk shit for a little while. And that's probably where you're going to learn how to develop the know-it-all to actually live a lifestyle of where less is more. You might be very empowered by that to the point where you may become a king in this faraway land. You may be upheld in high regard, and you may find something totally new to conquer in because of it. I'm going to leave that there.